We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On the handoff, Abanikanda. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Abanikanda. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end web. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out, and the Aviators are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Israel Abanikanda, 70 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They go play action here on first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards now go around, a first down as well. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now they'll shift things around. Sticking with Walker on second down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, second quarter about to begin. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Austin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the option, that's complete. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone. Oh, an absolutely filthy jump. He's got some space now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Yeah, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Shamrocks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
Yeah, but shed no tears for them, okay? So they come up empty on 1, but as you noted, they put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. For these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Abanikanda once again. Ooh, the juke. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Second and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens as the first half is winding down. And the Aviators have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fighting his way through contact. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back to Walker on first down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And going right back to Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But now he appears to be in some pain. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 1. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Not a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll get this to Coleman. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Running left, Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up third and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They're going to look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Shamrocks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The give now to Abanikanda. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And we are back for the 4th quarter here at Super Bowl 64. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles to about the 40-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. And they'll try to run the option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Shamrocks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Abanikanda. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And this time he is in. Israel Abanikanda, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Aviators have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all three timeouts to finish. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put them a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. He's got Pickens complete, and he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have
to rush.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need 2 to tie. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.